Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Learn with Luke. Today we're going to be talking a little bit more about Xometry's newest offering, shop profiles. Specifically, how do you build your shop profile? So I'm Luke, Xometry's community and marketplace engagement lead, and Lauren Welschenbach is joining us today. Lauren's going to dive into the construction of a shop profile and give us some of her best practices. So Lauren, welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. So do you want to give everybody that's kind of listening an introduction to you and kind of what you do here at Xometry?
Yeah. So I'm a senior marketing manager. So basically I'm trying to kind of help build all the tools and content, any assets that will make our suppliers be more successful using Xometry.
Nice. I like it. I'm excited that you're here. So
yeah.
Before we begin, I'm going to share my screen just so that we can find all of the articles. So if we're looking here, what we see is our Xometry community. And so from here, what we'll want to do is hit the Help Center, scroll down to our partner network, and then scroll all the way down to our shop profile. So this is our shop profile knowledge base that houses all of our articles with FAQs and all that other information. So if you look on the left-hand side, you can see, okay, if I'm brand new to shop profiles, I would want to click into this Getting Started. And then if you want to look at how to create your shop profile, which this is what Lauren will be focusing on today. So we're excited that she's here. Scroll down, a little bit more information about payment requests, proposals, your shop finances, and then seller FAQs and buyer FAQs. Then if you have any other questions, you can leave them right here too in this join the discussion. So that's kind of enough from me. I will stop sharing my screen now. And then let's go ahead and dive into it with Lauren. So Lauren, first question I got. Can you share your screen and walk everyone through how to view their current shop profile and how to register for a shop profile?
Yeah, of course. So let me share my screen real quick. Okay, so right now you're looking at our homepage. So if you wanted to get registered, you can just go up here to the right-hand corner and hit Become a Supplier. So you want to fill out this simple form and hit Complete Registration. What that will do is take you to your shop profile. So this is where you can kind of go in and edit all the information that pertains to your shop and the capabilities that you have. So kind of start at the top here. You'll have your basic information, shop name, about your shop, some details like the address. There's some opportunities for branding in here. This is where you're going to put your logo. And then also you can showcase any of the pictures that you want to have on here as well. One of the important features on here is going to be the categories. So you'll be able to kind of go in here and take a look at the categories that we offer and make sure that you're into a category that you think represents your business well. For each category, you'll be able to type a short description and also choose the capabilities that align with the category that you selected. To kind of show a little example here, if I go in and I'll just select the first category that's listed, you can type into the description, like I said earlier, and then we've pre-populated the capabilities that align with that category to make it a little bit easier. So you'll just go through and select the ones that apply. Once you fill out all this information too, you'll just want to make sure that you toggle this over so that your profile is then public. Once that's done, basically that means your profile is live. So this is kind of a really important feature for the end of finishing out this process.
How can you view other businesses' shop profiles? So if you are someone in the network who's looking for some other finishing capabilities, for example, how would you go about doing that?
Yeah, so if you're currently, I'm in the edit shop profile page. If I go over to this grid on the upper right-hand corner and hit marketplace tools. So this will take me back to the original screen that we saw before. So what you can do is use our search capability. So this is where you can type in some processes or capabilities that you might be interested in here, or you can go down and select some of these categories that we talked about. So I'm going to select anodizing for this example. And anodizing, you can see here, this is just a sample page where we have one of our shop profiles that are listed. On the left-hand side, these are all the filters that you can go in if you know any specifics about what you're looking for. So location, the capabilities, material capabilities, and you can kind of go through this list. After taking a look at editing your profile, you can see why it's important to make sure that you select the capabilities and categories that you think are a good fit, because you want to make sure if someone's coming to our site to search for you, they'll be able to find you based off of what you have to offer.
That's perfect, and it kind of leads into my next question. What is the importance of including your shop information, address, shop branding, and different categories?
Yeah.
If you can
So I
give me
think,
just a little bit of a high level answer, because next week we'll be going into a little bit more in depth with Sally Berry. We'll have her on, and that'll be a really good episode too.
yeah, I think at a high level, you just want to make sure that your profile is as robust as possible. So you want to have enough information that people will be able to find you and just learn about your business. You want to represent yourself and all the capabilities that you have.
That's amazing. So can you kind of show us how to go in and edit or add to these different fields?
Yeah, so let me go to this page. So if I had published the profile that I created, this is kind of where you will be able to take a look at it. You can see here any of the selections and categories that I had put into my building my shop profile essentially. So this is the live page that people would be able to find online. So when you're here, you can hit edit profile, and it will take you back to that same page we saw before. Everything in here is something that you can go through and edit. Once you do make any changes though, it's important to remember that you'll want to publish your profile again. So this just makes sure that any information that you change just gets updated and refreshed.
Yeah, you don't want to have to go back in and do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, last question I got for you. What tips or tricks would you recommend to everyone that's watching when it comes to editing their shop profiles?
Yeah, so I have a few. Luke mentioned that we're going to be doing another Learn with Luke on branding. So I think along the lines of that, you want to make sure that you use really clear and concise messaging when you're talking about your shop or any descriptions, just so it's easy to understand, as well as having any photos, because photos are always just a good visual aid for people to understand what you do and what it looks like. I think also when going in and typing out about your shop information, everything in here is searchable. So if you want any keywords that you think are really important or that people will search for, definitely include those. And then I think lastly, we've talked a little bit about categories. So I think in terms of categories, if you're not seeing something that you think is a good fit or would better align with your business, just reach out to us and we can talk about getting it added. If it's not going to be in the near future, we'll just make sure we can get it on our roadmap.
That's amazing. Lauren, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks everybody for watching. And if you had any questions or any concerns or anything, really, just leave them in the comments below and at me, Luke Florence, and we'll make sure to answer them for you. So thanks for watching, and join me next week for another episode of Learn with Luke.